7 weeks ago, we gave up Everton and moved into this self-built camper van.
So we built the van to travel and see a bit of the world. We're currently in Ireland while we're trying to navigate living in such close quarters.
Oh, and it does take some getting used to as well. If you can live in such a small space while someone's taking a
sharing the space, not just us, but 4 small dogs.
And believe me, each other's smell's not just one of the things you gotta get used to. The dogs.
One of them has got a filthy habit of rolling around in
She's not joking. Oh, there's caves in this video as well. You'll love it. You gotta go admit, as park-ups go, that's not bad. Well, Ember's taking the dogs for a walk. I am having breakfast and I'm going to get to some editing. I hope Ember's got a coat with her.
While we are in County Sligo, we thought we'd come and have a little look at what everything's got to offer. We have come down to a place called Slishwood Forest, I think it is. Basically, to have a little look at something other than beaches and to give the doggos a walk. So I am about 3 minutes into the walk down this lovely little path and the heavens have started opening. And guess which numpty didn't bring her coat?
I hope Ember's got a coat with her.
That would be me, yes. So let's see how far this walk lasts before I refuse to go any further and come back home. If we just go off the path a little bit, into the woods, through the fence, you can see there's some sort of wooden man-made structure just up there. Wonder what that was for though. One thing I have noticed as I'm walking along is there are a lot of felled trees. When we're in a different part of Ireland, read something about foreign trees coming in and strangling the actual native trees, and I've just seen that further up. So maybe that's why they're doing a lot of felling here as well. Now I've only come on a short one because I was having a bit of a problem with the puppers before with another dog, and big dog, I think they scared it because there's 4 of them and 1 of them. Right, come on guys, time to head home. Now, if we just have a little look at one of our dogs, she has a habit of doing something a bit naughty. There she is, Dolly the Destroyer, literally covered in I don't know what. So bath time for her when she gets back.
Well, they've arrived back and what happened, babe? Did we have dirty doggos?
We did. 2 managed to stay clean. Pickle's white, innit, so yeah, he gets dirty easy.
He doesn't look very white, do you, mate? And then there's you. What have you even got yourself covered in, doll?
It's either other animal crap or it's from the bottom of an uprooted tree that they were all playing in. I'm hoping it's the latter.
You've got yourself in a bit of a state, haven't you, doll? You are rotten, Dolly. You are absolutely fuming, aren't you? To be fair, I think if we can stay clean, the dogs can stay clean. I mean, granted, one of us probably needs the hairbrush or a cap, or there's plenty of you keep saying, the clippers. No.
It's all fun and games until Mum comes at you with some hot water and a scrubber dub. So legend has it that centuries ago, fairies haunted these cliffs and the sounds of the waves crashing was their guns being fired.
Fairies don't have guns.
Says who? How do you know?
Lots of cautions here over the sea. Does look very wild, doesn't it? They look like pretty angry waves. So they are the fairy bridges, and down there you can see the waves coming in. That's crazy. So yeah, if you fell down there, you'd be in trouble. They are amazing. I'm on an actual fairy bridge. Feels kind of rocky, and I'm not, unless I'm a sugar plum fairy, I'm definitely not fairy-like. So we found something else. This right here.
It's a wishing chair. So legend has it is, if you quietly approach the chair, put your arms on either side and wish for what you want, it could possibly come true.
Yeah, we've still got 4 dogs and I'm still here.
Damn it.
Everywhere we see a horse, and we've got to stop and give it a carrot. What do you make of that, Poppy? You don't get carrots, do you? Oh, look. Horse doesn't want to know, Emma. Horse is like, no, screw you, human. Not interested. What's up?
Doesn't like me.
Ah.
Looked right at me and then went,
Nay! We've now got to some caves. So we're probably in the best location to park up for the night because there's a big sign on the way in that says
motorhomes welcome to park overnight. Please dial this number.
we've dialed the number, we've got no reply, and we've even got toilets. So Emma is taking puppers out for a walk. It's great because they can just run free here. I mean, there's not a soul about. And all the livestock are in their own separate fields, so we can't bother them. Right, first thing to do is put Starlink up, and I'll show you what we do and how we do it. So Starlink is kept in the back of the van where the mess is. This boot has been rearranged about a dozen times, and we've now got into a situation where we know where everything is and everything that we need is accessible. Let's get Elong out of his coat. Now, I'll be honest with you, putting the Starlink dish up would not be possible without the mule wheel carrier, because on the side we've got little footsteps and then we can stand on there and put it up. So this is probably one of the best things, and it is used every single day. On the back of it as well, you'll notice this bag. We use that to put all our rubbish in out the van. It's absolutely massive. A kangaroo bag or something like that. It's only a cheaper one from Amazon. We didn't pay like £100 for it. I think it was about 16 quid. Dog crap goes in there, in the bags, and then we keep in this side poo bags, so we can just grab one and go. In there we can get all our crap, and then when we find a place where we need to get rid of it, we can get rid of it properly. Right, let's get up on the roof. And then once we're on the roof, so we keep our Starlink cable in there, just unscrew it, and there it is, right in there. Plug it in, and then it mounts in one of these. Again, mule did weld that up. That's off Mr. Paul. One last thing I need to do, turn it on.
Golden days drifting far away, light is leaving town, colors fade, but I'm thinking we stay just for a little while.
So as you drive down the lane, so the caves are on your right, just before you get to the caves you come to this great big parking lot here. Now this was open, the gates were open when we came, there was a sign saying motorhomes welcome. Now if you park overnight and you can stay here and go and see the caves, £10. That's all it is. There's toilets at the top, the views are just amazing, so come and utilise it. Well, we've gone from a very windy seafront to now being in Marble Arch Caves. And Marble Arch Caves is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's also a global geopark as well. What's a global geopark?
Have no clue, but I've got some idea it's got something to do with geo things.
Got to admit, I haven't got a clue either, but it's a geopark. £17 per adult. That's what it is to come in here. £8.50 for kids. A family of 2 adults, 2 kids, £43.
If you've got kids that are 4 or younger, they go free, so I don't think that's actually too bad, to be fair.
So we've just actually found out what we're going to be doing. We are currently up here somewhere, and we've got to climb down these little tunnels and then make our way down to the boat, which is at the bottom.
Stop telling lies. It's about the history.
So there's no
You're
climbing.
not going to be crawling through anything there.
To be fair, I'd get stuck. You walk down a lot of stairs to get to the actual caves themselves, and then you get a little boat which takes you through some of the pathways underneath, and then you walk through the caves. There is so much to see in the caves, and some of the sheer shapes and different things that you see down there is amazing. Not one part of the cave seems to be like any other. They all seem very different. There's loads of stalactites, there's loads of stalagmites, and there's also weird things growing off the ceiling as well. Now, in days of old, the caves were actually believed to be home to witches and ghosts and fairies and all sorts of weird creatures like that. But in 1895, two explorers called Martel and Jameson decided to brave the darkness, all the myths about ghosts and ghoulies hiding down in the caves. They went down there with candles and explored the cave system, finding what we are walking into today. Definitely somewhere to go, definitely somewhere to take the kids, and the caves are free to park as well. Also, there's 154 steps from the bottom of the cave when you come out to get back up to your car. Also, just to let you know as well, down in the caves it's 10 degrees. So if you do feel the cold, if you get a little bit of chilly on your willy, you need to wrap up warm. Wear a cagoule, your nan's best sweater, whatever you can find in a charity shop to keep you warm. We're driving along here and we can hear this woman talking to us. Like, what is it? Pair of us are looking at each other, turn the radio off, turn all the apps off, turn everything off we can, and we can still hear it, and it's going.
Low voltage.
It was the radio up in the top. It must have knocked itself and turned itself on, and now we're getting
Low voltage.
We could not figure out for the life of us what was going on. That was the most confusing thing ever. And then a car comes round the corner on what you could consider very narrow roads. Doesn't want to slow down.
We're going downhill.
We're going downhill in a 4-ton vehicle that's built like a tank, and they're coming up to us in what could only be considered as a Nissan Micra shopping trolley with not a care in the world. But it is beautiful here anyway, I'll say that much.